Good morning, everyone. I'm Ilana, and this is part of BreakOut Studios live video classes. I'm going live with Ballet Basics in just a couple of minutes. So get your bar space ready to go, and I'll see you in a few. All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Ilana, and this is Ballet Basics. So let's get ready to go. Grab your bars, and we're gonna start with a warm-up for the feet that faces to the bar. So let's bring the feet all the way together in parallel, arms in en bas, and we'll breathe the arms open, and 6, placing the hands to the bar just in front of the shoulders, maybe a little bit wider. Right foot goes to the half toe, ball of the foot, all the way to the toe, back to the demi-point, lower the heel, left foot, same thing, to the toe, and half, lower down. We're going to elevate, lift both heels. The ankles stay glued together, lower down, and that glue in towards the center traces all the way up into the upper inner thighs. This is your third elevate. You're going to keep your heels high, bend the knees, lift back up, and lower down. Let's start the whole thing with the left foot. 1, to the toe, half toe, lower the heel. So try to really bend at the metatarsals, bend, and toe, and half, lower down. Elevate, lift the heels, and lower. Number 2, and lower. Number 3, press over and stretch. Lower down, first position, same thing, right foot to the half. Now our heels are looking forward, half. So you're thinking about, as you go to the demi-point, that the arch of the foot is reaching directly over your second and third toe. Demi and stretch, elevate. This time the ankles are not together, but the heels are looking forward. Elevate, push over, and stretch. Lower down, then we start the whole thing in turnout with the left. Keep your turnout. The right arm goes to first position, open to second, and then we lift that arm over, bending over to the left. Turn your head, coming all the way up, following the hand with the eyes. Place the hand back to the bar. Left arm to first position. You're rounding that arm, half of a circle, opening out, bending over to the right, coming all the way back up, open, place the hands to the bar, and then we'll elevate. So of course, for our turnout, our legs are spiraling from the tops of the thighs. That spiral continues all the way down into the floor, into the feet, and that's how we maintain turnout and find anything we do, but we'll keep that in the balance. So parallel, right foot goes through the foot, left foot goes through the foot. We have our 3 elevates. That third one, push over and stretch, starting with the left foot. We do all of that in first. Then we take our port de bras with the right arm and with the left arm. One more elevate, arms come to first, and in that first, it's a nice round circle shape. Watch the elbows are not drooping, so we're lifting the elbows. It's like we have those little kitty arm floaties on and we're in the pool, so we're lifted, not drooping. Okay, so parallel feet. Let's go ahead and get started. Facing to the bar. Here we go. Placing the hands. Right foot starts, half toe to the toe, and half. Left foot, same thing. Bellies are lifted, really strong. 3 elevates, up. Feel that the crown of the head is floating. One more time, bending the knees. And stretch. Start with the left foot, same thing, half toe. Keep feeling that your spine is being stretched in 2 directions. So we're long through the waist. 3 elevates. Straight knees, no bending. Up. Only now the knees bend. Let's turn out. Same thing, right foot starts. And the left. Track the arch over the second and third toes. Heels look forward as you elevate. 1. And 2. Third one, press over. One more time, starting with the left foot. Heel lifts. Right foot. Lifting up. And 2. Lightly lower. Third one, pressing over the plie. Here we go with our port de bras. Right arm goes to first. Open to second. Bend over to the left. Coming up. Open the arm. Place it on the bar. Left side. Bending over. Turn your head. Going all the way up. Place it back to the bar. And we'll elevate one more time. Heels look forward. Spiral the thighs. Arms to first, nice and rounded. Low belly lifted. And we'll open the arms out. Lower the heels to plie. And stretch. All right, give those legs a little shake. Let's plie. So we'll start with our left hand at the bar. Prepare the arm to second position, first to second, demi-plie. The fingertips reach out and lower down. Second time plie and stretch. Now your pelvis stays right underneath your shoulders as you grand plie. So the heels lift only slightly. They come right back down and stretch. Long spine to bend forward all the way down. Long spine to come all the way back up. And we'll take 1 elevate, lower down, tendu, second position. In second, demi-plie, and stretch, and a plie, and stretch from plie all the way down. Heels are down on the floor here. So you want your second position to be wide enough so you don't have to lift them. This time we'll do that same port de bras to the bar that we just worked on. Coming all the way back up, elevate, lower down. That outside foot does a tendu, close in front to 5th. Demi-plie and stretch, plie, open the knees. Same thing as in first, the heels are down until they have to come up. They go right back down and stretch. Let's bring the arm to first position. Turn your head over the arm, and then we're going to lift up to go back. Sternum pulls up to the ceiling. Coming right back up, eyes look forward, straight legs into Susu. I'll show you facing. The front foot is sliding across. And then we'll find that balance. Arms in first, open out, and then the front foot has to slide back out again before you plie. Okay, so in first, demi-plie, demi-plie, grand plie all the way down. Really, really watch because this happens a lot. We're not sticking the pelvis back. It's also not tucking forward, so it's just in what we call a neutral spine. Pelvis directly under the shoulders, and that remains. So we have to really open the thighs backwards so that we don't have to stick our bottom back. We have a port de bras and an elevée. Just follow along, I'll talk it through as we go. Okay, so here we go from first. The arm goes first to second. Demi-plie, keep those heels really heavy and stretch. Ease over the second toes. Now the heels stay down, they come up just a little bit, they go right back down. Port de bras, long back to go forward. Arm is in fifth, long back to come up. Elevate, lift the heels. Lower down, tendu to second position. Two demis, one. Pelvis under shoulders. Grand plie, heels are down here. Let's go to the bar, big stretch up and over. Coming all the way up. Elevate, lift the heels. Tendu to cross in front to fifth. Keep all 10 toes down into the ground. Grand plie. Heels go right back down. Let's bring our arm to first position. Turn your head, lift up and back. And we'll recover Susu. Cross that front foot over. Low belly. Opening out. Lower the heels. Plie. Okay, before we go to the second side, I just want to reiterate one thing. When we, of course, have to use our core to stand up tall and to execute all of the steps in ballet. But that being said, it's not a hunkering down through the entire core, because what that does is it shuts down the breath, it shuts down the movement. So where you really want to stabilize from is actually the low abdominals, that seatbelt band. If you had a lap seatbelt, that is containing in and up. So the rest of your body over that should be able to move pretty freely, but this is where your anchor is. It's lower than some of us think. It's not here. It's actually down in here. So you almost are just gathering in through the low abdominals. And I find on days when I feel a bit wobbly, if I can just come back to there, my center is where it's supposed to be. So try to just see if you can find that engagement in. It shouldn't take away the ability to breathe easily. Okay, so let's continue. We'll go to the second side. Here we go. Find those low abdominals. So breathing should be a really important thing that we continue to do. And stretch. Grand plie, all the way down. Don't hold your breath. Long spine to go forward. Long spine to go back up, reaching out, elevate. Tendu to second position. Wide enough so you don't have to lift those heels in your grand plie. Feel all 10 toes down into the ground. Towards the bar, big reach up and over. Wing up. Elevate. Tendu, cross in front. Two demis. Pelvis stays under the shoulders. Put those heels right back down. Bring the arm to first, turn the head, come right up and back. And we'll find susu, cross that front foot over. Low abdominals here. And we'll open, take a plie, and stretch. All right. Cool, let's go to tendus. Tendu means to stretch. So it doesn't mean to point. Some people think it means to point. It means to stretch. So we're stretching the leg away from our center line. We're in first position. Prepare the arm first to second. We're going to go through the demi-point. Now, I'm on a really sticky floor, so this is a bit challenging for me, but you can really see the demi-point all the way to the toe, back to demi-point. So we break up the toes, closing back to first. Then a regular tendu out, turn in from the hip. So this is that ball and socket joint, turning in, turn back out, and close in first. Same thing to the side, half toe. You stop with the toes still relaxed, then push to stretch the toes out. Come back to the half and close. Tendu, rotate in from the hip and out, closing first, going to the back. Stop at the toes, then reach the toes out. Back to demi-point and close. Out, turn in and out. And then we'll take that to the side. Remember when you go side that it's a ballet side. So it's slightly forward so that the front of your heel, the inside, can keep looking forward. Demi and close. Out. Then it looks to the floor and it looks back to the front and close. At the end, let's elevate. Arms in first. Now we're going to move the arms without losing our balance. Low belly strong. Open to a V, look to the fingers, and then we'll lower down and plie. So you have a divided tendu, half toe to the toe, half toe to close, then a regular tendu turning in and out and close. We do that en croix, front, side, and then we have our balance. Okay, so let's go from first. Here we go. Prepare. Arm is in second position, demi-point. To the toe, demi-point. Now tendu through the demi-point, in, out. Can you grow a little bit taller out through the crown of the head? Stretch the waist. Oops, oh, I messed up. In and out, I'm sorry. We'll go to the back. Demi-point to the toe, demi-point, closing in. Now we do our turn in and out from the hip. One more time to the side. Are you still growing taller? And a tendu out, in, out. Elevate, bring the arms to first position. Spiraling the thighs open, low belly, lifting up to fifth without changing anything in the torso. Open up to your V and take a demi-plie to stretch. All right. Second side, first position. Watch your arm in second. It has to be there for a long time, so what tends to happen is it gets tired. We get a little bit of a droop. So you're holding your arm from the middle of your back. Try that for a moment. Put your arms in second. And this is any level of ballet. Just put your arms out for a second, just without really thinking too much about it. Now, see what happens if you imagine that your arms start in the middle of your back. It should feel like a stronger, more stable position. The elbows have that lift, but it doesn't get up into the shoulders, right? The pinky fingers have a lift as well. Your arms should get a little bit tired at the end of the exercise, by the end of the exercise, from holding it out well without drooping. Okay, second side. Prepare the arm. Find that nice, strong second position. Demi-point to the toe. Demi-point and close. Now a tendu, turn in from the hip. To the side, half toe. And a tendu out. Turn in, turn out. Grow taller as you close. To the back. Keep your low abdominals lifted extra here. tendu, in, out. One more time to the side, heel forward, keep the pelvis facing front. And let's elevate balance, arms in first. Spiral the thighs, low abdominals, arms in front of the forehead. You should be able to see your fingers in your peripheral vision. Open out to the V and take a demi-plie to stretch. Okay. So I know there's a million and one things to think about in ballet, and I know I'm giving you a lot of different things to think about. So don't get overwhelmed by that. Try to take those things in, but it's always okay to focus on certain ones that you'd like to work on, and that might be more effective to pick a couple, just so that you really, really work them into your body until they become more of a second nature. Let's do another tendu. This time we'll go from fifth position. So we'll put our right foot in the front. To find fifth, just really quickly, a good way to find it is starting in parallel. Rotate to your natural turnout. Don't force it. From there, you just slide your front foot over, and that's it. And it's not all the way to the toe necessarily. I have mine at my toe knuckle. And then if the hips can stay square, that's where you are. The feet should be evenly turned out. So just watch that we don't turn out the front foot a ton, the back foot not really, or vice versa. They should be evenly turned out in that fifth. 5 and 6, arm first to second. Tendu front, close fifth, a 2, close fifth, a 3 with a little lift, just a couple of inches, back to tendu, closing fifth. To the side, still slightly forward of your actual side, and then we're going to close behind. Side, heel looks forward, closing front. Third one, little lift, back to tendu, closing back. To the back, and a close. 2, and a close. 3, little lift, put it down, and close. Same thing to the side, so we do go en croix, front side, back side. Third one, heel stays looking forward as you lift and lower, closing into fifth. Peel that outside foot to coup de pied devant. So devant means front. The pinky toe comes to the front of the ankle. The heel is moving forward. So really just the pinky toe is touching the ankle, and the arms come to first for a balance. You're growing taller, and then we'll just close that foot to the front to finish. So from fifth, we have 3 tendus. On that third one is when we do a little lift and lower, closing fifth. And then we do that front side, back side. Peel that foot up for a balance on flat. Okay, right foot front, let's go for it. Arm is in second, nice and strong. Prepare. Here we go to the front. 1, close. 2, third one, little lift. To the side. Grow taller as you close. Let's take it to the back. Third one, little lift right behind that hip. One more time to the side, heel looks front. Now just peel that foot up to the front of the ankle, opening that thigh, heels forward, strong arms in first. And when you're ready, closing in front. Shake out your legs. All right, you guys, let's go right away to the second side. So put your left foot in the front. Make sure your feet are evenly turned out. Here we go. Prepare. And front. Close. 2. Third one. Little lift. Same thing to the side. Let's take it to the back. Really reach out of the hip. Keep growing taller. To the side one more time. Know where your side is. Slightly forward. Heel forward. Peel it up to the front of the ankle. Strong arms. When you're ready, closing in the front. And give your legs a little shake. to dégagé. So dégagé comes just a couple of inches off of the floor. And it's even sharper than your tendu. It's a real brush. The brush is what fires the toes to push away from the floor. So we put our right foot in front. 5 and a 6, arm goes first to the second dégagé, front and a close, and a 2 and a close, and a 3. This time we have 2 piqués, which mean to prick. Piqué, piqué, and close. Side, close back, side, close front. It's still forward, piqué, piqué, and close. To the back, and close, 2, and close, 3, piqué. So we will still go en croix, side closing front, side closing back, side piqué, piqué, and close. Now this time, our inside leg is going to come up to coup de pied derrière. I'm going to just show you a view. I'm using my outside leg that's further from the bar, but you will have your other leg just to show you what the angle is. The heel is touching the ankle, the toes are not. So if your big toes are touching, we get a sickle. We don't want to sickle the feet ever in ballet. So the toes are wrapping back, the thigh is open, and of course that will actually be your left leg the first time, inside leg, balancing there. So 3 dégagés off the floor. On the third one, you have your 2 piqués and close. En croix, front, side, back, side, and then we'll change feet. Inside leg comes up to coup de pied derrière, derrière meaning back. Okay, right foot front, let's do it. 6, 7, and front, really sharp, 2. Third one, 2 piqués. To the side, don't let the pelvis twist. To the back. Piqué, piqué. To the side, one more time. Piqué. Now inside foot comes up, coup de pied derrière. Arms in first, elbows supported. Rotate that thigh and close behind. And shake out. Let's go right away to the second side. Put your left foot in the front, facing the other way. Here we go. And front, close, 2. Can you grow a little bit taller? To the side. Third one, piqué, piqué. Going back. Piqué. To the side one more time. Inside leg coup de pied derrière. Rotate the thigh, rotate both thighs. And we'll finish. All right, take a moment, shake your legs out. A really important rule in ballet is we're not only thinking about the working leg, they're both technically working legs, I guess the gesture leg, the leg that comes up or goes in a tendu. We're thinking also all the time about our standing leg. So if one leg's in a tendu side, of course, we're thinking about rotating the thigh around, but the standing leg has to do the same thing in opposition. So it's this constant opposite spiral wherever you are. Standing leg is super, super, super important. And that's going to help you out a lot. If you can find that, that's going to be really helpful when you come into the center and do more challenging things. Let's face to the bar in first position. I'm going to angle slightly. Right foot goes a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8. Left foot for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not this quick. 6, 7, and 8. 4 on the right. And 4. So we just cut it down in half. And 2. And 2. Single counts. Right, left, right, left. We're going to repeat again exactly the same. Option to keep the hands on the bar again, or take both hands off of the bar and see if you can balance. Now, when you're standing in first position, the weight has to be more over the balls of the feet than into the heels. If you're on the heels, you're going to find that the alternating gets really challenging. So if you're mostly over the balls of the feet with just a light touch onto the heels and you're lifting up, that alternating should be nice and easy. Okay, so 8 on the right, 8 on the left, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Repeat it again. Just a moment. Let's listen to our 1. This is the tempo. 3, 4. It's pretty quick. And switch. 8. Yeah, so it's pretty quick. You're going to be really firing those toes and moving the leg. So lift up nice and tall. It's going to help. Here we go. Facing your bar. First position. Right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Left leg. 5, 6. 4 on the right. And left. 2. Single counts. Right, left. Do it again. Maybe arms off. 8. Keep growing taller. And the left. Push with the toes. 4. And 4. And 2. Single counts. Right, left. Shake it out. All right. Let's go ahead and do some round de jambes. Okay. We got oh, you can't see her. A golden retriever here. Hopefully she doesn't start barking at me because she wants to come in. Let's put the right foot in front. 5 and 6. Prepare 7 and 8. Hold on. I don't know how you got down here. Go sit. Okay. Hopefully she'll just sit and be good. Okay, sit down. 5 and 6. Arm goes first to second. Tendu front to the side to the back. Close in first. And again, front, to the side to the back. Close in first. Little quicker, front and back and front and back. 2 more, front. Actually, just 1 more. Third one, close behind plie, arm to first and stretch. Starting to the back and side and front. Close in first and back to the front and back to the front. 2 and around and fourth one and around. Oh, I'm sorry. Start from the back one more time. We have 2 slow. My bad. Back and side and front. Close in first. Do that again. Slow and side. Sorry. Front. Closing first. And then we have 3. 2 and around. 3 and around. Close plie, arm across and stretch. Port de bras forward all the way down. Long spine to come up. Cambrai up and back. 6, 7, and 8. And then let's go to retiré front of the knee for a balance at the end. That's it. So all the way up to the knee. So we go front and side and back. Close in first. Do it again. Front heel looking forward and back. Close in first. Little quicker. Front to the back and front to the back. Third one and around. Plie. You're closing in 5th behind and stretch. Then we reverse en et dans. 2 slow, 3 quick plie. We have a port de bras and a balance. I'll call it out as we go. Right foot front. So far she's being a good dog. Hopefully that lasts. Oops. Here we go. Oops, not that one. Prepare the arm first to second. Starting to the front. To the side. And back. Close in first. Do it again. You're tracing that half circle nice and big on the floor. Now we're going to move it quicker. Front to the back. 2. Third one. And let's plie behind. Starting to the back. En et dans. Heel looks forward to the ceiling. closed first. Take it again. Keep growing taller and front, little quicker, back and around, 2, third one, demi-plie. Let's choreograph forward all the way down, long spine to come up, turn your head, come right up and back. Now bring that arm to first position, peel the foot all the way up to the knee. Find that balance. Hips are level. And we'll close in the front and shake out our legs. Take a moment. In the retiré, this is a position you want to watch because we use retiré so much in ballet, pirouettes, lots of things. When the foot comes up to the knee, watch that you're not letting the hip lift. It's not coming from here. It's actually nice and level with the pelvis. The foot is drawing up. The toes are drawing up in through the middle of the pelvis, so the hips do not shift around at all, okay? So let's go ahead and go to the second side. Go on, go. All right, second side. Put your left foot in the front. Here we go. Sorry. Prepare the arm. Going to the front and side. Lift to close. Take it again, really brushing the foot through that first position and back. Let's go a little bit quicker. Front to the back and front to the back. One more. Close behind plie, arm to first. Starting from the back. Oh, 1. And side and front, close in first. Back, side, front, and close. Little quicker, back and front. 2. Third one, closing in the front plie. Now long spine to go forward, all the way down. Long spine to come up, come right up and back. Bring that foot to the front of the knee, don't lift the hip. Really strong arms, low belly. When you're ready, closing in the front and just shake it out. All right. All right, take a moment. Just release your legs. We're gonna go into a fondue. So fondue is to melt. Let's start. We'll do this sideways to the bar. So we'll start with the right foot front. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So now you're on a sticky floor like me. Imagine you actually are. And we're going to peel that foot to the front of the ankle as you bend both legs. 1, and put it down. Fondue. The second time, extend it to the front. Light touch and lift, close in front and hold. We do that en croix. Fondue front of the ankle, closing front. Second time you extend out to the side, touching down, lifting up, close behind and hold. Fondue back of the ankle and stretch. Again, the second time you extend, touch it down. It's not super high, about 45 degrees, closing 5th. And then let's go one more time. Fondue, we're in the back, so we put it down behind. We go to the side again, heel forward, touch it down, lift it up, closing 5th. Now, you can stay on flat again if you want to just work on that balance like we did in the last exercise, or come up into susu, straight legs, then bring that front foot up to the retiré, front of the knee, finding your balance and elevate wherever you are. Even if you need to hold the bar again, that's fine. Closing back through susu to come down. Okay? So our fondue peels up, both knees bend, you're making that diamond, and then both legs stretch. And bend, extending out. Legs stay straight, just light touch down, lift up, closing in front. We do that front side, back side, susu, retiré, or just lift the leg up, stay flat. Okay, so really melty, bendy fondues. Let's start with the right foot front. Here we go. Preparing the arm first to second. Now really melt. 1, 2, fifth. And second one goes off the floor to the front. Light touch, keep the hip back. Closing in fifth just to hold and stand. Again, fondue, put it in front. Leg goes to the side. Don't twist the hips open. Touch, lift, closing behind. Stand tall. To the back of the ankle. And fifth. Fondue, extend behind. Touch it down. Lift it up. Closing fifth, hold. One more time, melting, pull it up. We're still breathing. To the side, light touch, and lift, closing in the front. Now straight legs into susu, cross that front foot, up to the knee. Take your time, find the balance wherever you are. And when you're ready, you can hold here longer, but when you're ready, close through susu and take a plie. And then just shake your legs out for a moment. Take a little stretch. Stretch out your calves. Grab some water. All right, let's get ready to go to the second side. Okay, so same thing with the left foot front. Really feel the heels heavy into the floor. As you bend, don't let the heels lighten up and come up. Really drop down through them in the fondue. Here we go. Fondue, 1. Put it in fifth. Fondue, extend to the front. Don't let the hip go with the leg. Keep it back. Touch, lift. Now you're going to close and just stand on 2 feet. Again, fondue, front of the ankle. And to the side. Touch it down and lift up. Closing behind. Stand. To the back. And fondue, extending back. Touch down. Close fifth. Grow taller out of the head. One more time, fondue to fifth. And still breathe. Touching down. Closing in the front. Now straight legs up. Front foot to the retiré, heel forward, open the knee, we'll balance. Take your time whenever you're ready, come back through susu, and plie down. Take your time, do what you need for a moment. All right. Let's do a frappe. Frappe means to strike. Every term in ballet generally tells you how you're meant to do it. So to strike, it's like you're striking a match. Let's have right foot front. 5 and 6, tendu, flex it in, let's go. So you're striking the metatarso, front, and 3, a little quicker. To the side, hold, and 3, a little quicker. To the back, and 3, a little quicker, and side, flex, 3, a little quicker. Then, we're going to wrap the foot. This is sur le coup de pied. You're keeping the foot pointed. It's the same pointed foot, but it's wrapped around the ankle, so you're not relaxing the foot. So we go sur le coup de pied, and the thigh is going to stay in place. It's not going to move. We're hinging from the knee to go coup de pied derrière. Heel touches, back to the wrap, and a back, and a wrap. It's not fast. Back, and a wrap, and a back, and a wrap. Let's go a little quicker. 2, a 3, a 4, 5, 6. We'll do 16, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, closing front. So for that sur le coup de pied, it's a petit battement. We're in that wrapped position. It's like there's a little wall, right? This is my standing leg. A little wall just off to the side of where I'm standing. And my gesture leg is going to just tap that wall, tap in, as it changes from coup de pied derrière to the sur le coup de pied wrap. Back and wrap and back and wrap, and then you can double it up or stick to the slower speed. That's up to you. So our whole exercise, flexing the foot, frappe to point, 1 and 2 and 3, quick front. Same thing side, same thing back, same thing side, and then we do our slow back and wrap back. We do 8 slow, 16 fast, or another 8 slow, that's up to you. I think that's it. That's all I have to say about that. So let's give it a try. Put your right foot in the front. It's a quick intro, and you're just going to, when you hear the music, tendu to the side, flex the foot to the front of the ankle. Here we go. Tendu. Now 1 slow, out. Another one. 3 fast. 1. Make sure your metatarsal is striking the floor. Side. Ballet side, slightly forward. To the back. Lift the belly. Up, up, up. 3. 1, 2. Now here we go. Sur le coup de pied. Back, wrap. Back, wrap. Back, wrap. One kind of quick. Let's keep going at this tempo. And now let's slow it down. I'm reversing it on you, so slow. And slow. And slow. Option to go quicker if you'd like. 4, 3, 2, and finish. Okay, so the speeds at the end were a little mixed up. I started with the quicker speed. So option for you to move through both. You can start slow, go fast, vice versa, or just do them all fast or slow. So that's kind of up to you, okay? Let's go right away to the second side. Here we go. Left foot front. Tendu. And hold. Don't go in. Hold it. Freeze it. 3 fast. Freeze. 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 1, 2, 3. To the back. Freeze. 2, 3. Going side. Out. Heels forward. Now I'm going to start slow. Back, front, back, and wrap, back, and wrap, low belly, back. Let's go a little quicker. Back, wrap. And you can even double it up from here. That's up to you. Don't lose the mechanics when you get faster. And we'll finish. All right, shake it out. That last bit was a little experiment for all of us. All right, let's do some grand battements. Let's keep the same exercise that we've been working on from week to week. So we'll prepare the arm to 5th position overhead, brushing up and a close, and a 2 and a close, 3 and a close, plie and stretch, 3 to the side, 2, that's your leg a little higher, 3, plie, arabesque. Now the fingers are lined up with the middle of the forehead, the eyebrows, long fingers. Back and a close, 2 and a close, 3 and a close, plie, stretch. Now this is just a tendu, plie front, releve sous-sus, détourné, find your other sous-sus, to move that front foot over, plie and stretch. 3 to the front, plie, stretch. 3 to the side, plie, stretch. 3 to the back, plie, stretch. Just a tendu, plie, sous-sus, détourné, and plie. That's it. So same thing, the side from the tendu to your highest grand battement, it's the same mechanics. It's slightly forward so that your heel can keep looking forward, and that maintains no matter how high the leg goes. So watch that we're not going back here. My hips just went all off kilter, so that should stay really level. Okay, let's do it. Right foot front, 3 to the front. Here we go. Prepare to the front, brush it up. Third one, plie to the side. And plie to the back. Long fingers, really stretch. Plie. This is a tendu. Plie, sous-sus. Turn it around, find that tight sous-sus. Plie. Other side. Third one. Plie. Going side. Plie. Right behind that hip. Back. This is just a tendu. Plie. Tight legs. Détourné. And plie. All right. So the way we got to sous-sus in that last exercise was a releve versus the first times we've done it in class was an elevate. So elevate, the legs stay straight, the front foot would scoop across or even stay where it is, though this is not a sous-sus. If we're going to sous-sus, the front foot slides in. For a releve, we start with the plie and both legs come up like you're being slurped up through a straw. Let's come into the center and let's do a little balance work. We did this last week. So we're going to start in, let's start in first position and we'll prepare the arms to second. Balance, we start to the right. Balance, 2 and 3 and 4. Step to the corner, tendu arabesque. Now the front arm is in front of the eyebrows, middle of the eyebrows, side arm slightly below the shoulder, little lift and lower, close back to first position, and then we start with the left leg. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, step to the corner, 5, you only have 1 count, 6, 7, close en face. Now I'm going to add on this week, okay? So we're on fox. Our right arm breathes out and in, port de bras to second, left arm out and in, port de bras to second, bring the arms over the top, fifth position, plie, and stretch, elevate, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll start the whole thing again. Let's start to the left. Balance, 2 and 3 and 4. I started to my left, which probably looked like the right to you, but just make sure you switch sides. 6, 7, and 8. Then you'll go to your right. I'm doing my right as well. 3 and 4, stepping to the tendu. There's no weight on that back foot, so out of that last balance, you're right on your standing leg. Don't overdo it like I just did, but right up on it. Lift and lower, closing here. Now the left arm, I'll use my right arm. 2, 3, and 4. Breathe. 6, 7, and 8. Lift the arms overhead to fifth. Plie and stretch, and we'll elevate. Lower down. So we have 2 parts. The balances with the arabesque. We go right and left, and then we do our port de bras, right, left, both with the elevate. Okay, let's go for it. When you do your balance, I really want, now different teachers teach balance slightly different, but I'd like you to go directly to the coupe derriere fondu. Up, up, down, up. So as soon as you step, you're on that leg. Up, up, down. Okay. Let's give it a try. If balances are newer for you, you can put your hands on your waist. You can hold them in first. Don't worry about the arms. Try to just watch the footwork and the legs and get that first. Okay, let's go for it, everybody. Put your feet in first position. And we're going to start to the right. 6, 7. Here we go to the right side. Balance, 2, 3. Step to the corner. Tendu. Lift left side. 2, 3. Step to the corner. Lift. Now this is part 2. The arms. Breathe your right arm out. Port de bras, first to second. Other side. I'm going to step back a little bit because now the arms go overhead and plie as you lower. Let's elevate, float the arms up to second. Lightly lower. We're going to start the whole thing to the left. Here we go. Balance it. 2, 3. Step into the corner. Close to face front. Right side. 3. Step. Now we start with the left arm. Breathe. And a real breath is good too. Open out. Other side. Prepare through first to second. Let's bring the arms overhead. And we'll plie. Elevate, floating up. And take a plie. All right. Shake out your legs, everyone. We'll finish up with the reverence. Just follow along with me, just a little stretch. Let's go to second position. Bending over to the right. Turn your head. Come through center, arms first. Bending to the other side, overhead. Through first. Let's go parallel. Stretching forward, all the way to the floor. Easy head. Shake your head out, no. Nod your head, yes. And bend the knees. Roll up through your spine, one bone at a time. Turning out the heels or the toes. Plie, tendu to first position. We're just going to let our arms stay easy. Take an elevate. Feel the spine, feel the belly lifting up, low abdominals. And lightly lower the heels. Plie. And stretch. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.